it in a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falls on people as they slumber in their beds. He may speak to their ears and terrify them with warnings, to turn them from wrongdoing and keep them from pride, to preserve them from defeat, their lives from perishing by the sword. Or someone may be chastened on a bed of pain with constant distress in their bones, so that their body finds food repulsive and their soul loathes the choicest meal. Their flesh wastes away to nothing, and their bones once hidden now stick out. Their bones that was once hidden now stick out. Yet, if there is an angel, they draw near to the pit, and they are alive to the messengers of death. Yet, if there is an angel at their side, a messenger, one out of 1,000, sent to tell them how to be upright, and he is gracious to that person and says to God, spare them from going down to the pit. I have found a ransom for them. Let their flesh be renewed like a child. Let them be restored as in the days of their youth. Then that person can pray to God and find favor with him. They will see God's face and shout for joy. He will restore them to full well-being. In this particular passage, the Lord speaks about this messenger, this dreamer, this person that the Lord himself ministered. And he talks about the dream that can come, and informs of the pains and the anguish that the people suffer in order to turn them right. So he summarizes what we were saying. He talks about the dream of the vision of the night. He talks about the dream. So, the message that we're trying to say today is for you to understand the significance of dream. For you to understand that through a dream, the Lord speaks to you. The Lord speaks to you directly by the dreams that they give to you, like I said, in the dream of the night that comes to you, or but through a messenger, or through a messenger through whom God speaks in order to save you, in order to protect you, in order for you to be able to not to be sick, in order for you, he said, to preserve you from the pit, their lives and from perishing from the sword, from pride, from all the things and the warnings. He says that terrify them with warnings is a warning unto them. And then when you look at some of these things that is being described in Job, and it sounds like a nightmare. So that even in the nightmare that you have, and people say that the nightmare was a bad dream, but it might be God trying to save you, because he does not want you to perish in the sword of the angels. He don't want you to perish, so that you don't get into that particular heaven. He wants you to save, so that you can live an eternal life. He makes you afraid, so that the things that you don't do no more. In the book of Job, in chapter 4, from verse 12 to 21, the Lord himself saying, and I'm going to read that, because I would like to hear the word of the Lord himself, not just telling you. A word was secretly brought to me. My ears caught a whisper of it. I made disquieting dreams in the night. When deep sleep falls on people, fear and trembling seized me and made all my bones shake. A spirit glided past my face, and the hair of my body stood on end. It stopped, but I could not tell what it was. A form stood before my eyes, and I heard a hushed voice. Can a mortal be more righteous than God? Can even a strong man be more pure than his maker. If God places no trust in his servants, if he charges his angels with error, how much more those who live in houses of clay, whose foundations are indoors, who are crushed more rapidly than a moth. Between now and dusk, they are broken to pieces, unnoticed. They perish forever. Are not the cause of their tent pulled up, so that they die without wisdom? Now, he's talking about a dream. When deep sleep falls on people, fear and trembling seize me, and made all my bones shake. A spirit. He was describing a dream that he had. And we can go on and continue to speak about the importance of dream. If you go in the book of Job, in chapter 7, verse 11 to 16, you also find a man in an anguish and complaining about his life. And which also leads into nightmares. That you see, he talks about the biological dream that we talk about, that we read that the scientists were referring to in the book of Job, chapter 7, verse 11 to 16. In which case, there are things that you do, your thoughts, the words and actions can follow you into your dreams. Because you are your dreams. We read that in the beginning about what is his name? Don Hawks in his research that is published by American Psychiatric Association. And he's saying that you are your dreams because he can follow you. So that is why it's very important. As you know, the word of the Lord itself is saying, therefore, I will not keep silent. I will speak out in the anguish of my spirit. I will complain in the bitterness of my soul. Am I deceived, oh, the monster of the deep, that you put me under guard? When I think my bed will comfort me, and my couch will ease my complaint, even then you frighten me with dreams, and terrify me with visions, so that I prefer strangling and death. Rather than this body of mine, I despise my life. I